Now, the college prompt asks you what it means to you to be educated, and then how might Georgetown College help you achieve this aim? And the thing in parentheses is really just saying if you have those specific major interests like Faculty of Languages and Linguistics or mathematics, you've really got to emphasize that particular major. But if not, you could be a little bit more general here with your answer. Still, though, you do need to really highlight things that are unique to you. So you want to make sure that you're talking about your own motivation for getting an education and for wanting to apply to college. And so when it asks, what does it mean to you to be educated? A great way to really explain what that means is to talk about your reasons for wanting to be educated in the first place. So talk about why you're applying to college, right? And then you want to explain specifically why you want to apply to Georgetown College. And the way to do that is by highlighting specific resources that Georgetown College offers. Specific resources meaning things like specific classes. You should actually, it's even good to like name professors whose research really interests you. Highlight academic programs, some of the specialty programs they have, the SFS and MSB dual program, or also some of the curriculum philosophy that aligns with your educational goals. For example, there's that cura personalis idea that I talked about before. And at Georgetown, that relates to academics as well. So one thing that's unique about Georgetown is they have some pretty robust core requirements that students have to do their freshman and sophomore years. And these core requirements cover a wide array of fields, from STEM to theology to English. So a lot of different things. And they do that because of cura personalis. They want students to have a kind of a well-rounded base in pretty much knowledge, like what there is to learn. And then it's only really after those 2 years that you get into your major specific classes. So that's one great example of something to highlight as to why you like Georgetown. But again, name specific classes here that stand out to you. Name professors. And also, you want to make sure not to name drop, but if you mention these people, explain why you really want to do research with them, or explain why this class really interests you. Selling a big picture dream here is a great way to approach the essay. Colleges are not going to hold you accountable to you saying, I want to do this career in the future. But if you can at least make a pitch and just run with it for the application process, that's going to make your writing more specific and more impactful. So I recommend doing that. And if you change your major, that's totally fine. I actually did. I transferred from the School of Foreign Service and doing international history to transferring to the college and doing the history program there. That allowed me to do a French and Russian minor. And it was a better program. So that just goes to show you're not locked down to the dream you propose. And then, so let's continue on to look at this essay for a breakdown here. It's also important to define what being educated means to you. And so to go into that further, it's first of all important to define like what exactly you think an education means. So an education could just be some knowledge you gain to get access to a career. But this essay is definitely asking for you to really get into it. Get into philosophy here. What do you think? What's the purpose of being educated? Why do you have an interest in going to college? How exactly is an education going to help you in the long run? And so really this is talking about your relation to learning in general. Like when do you maybe read Wikipedia articles randomly? And if you do, you could even talk about how that demonstrates your attitude about education. You see all knowledge is very valuable and it all relates to each other. And of course, you also want to highlight interdisciplinary educational aspirations that you have. And this is still a plus for even those specific majors like math and linguistics. So again, Georgetown values cura personalis. That means they want applicants who not just have one focus, but also are well-rounded. So it is a tricky balance. You want to be well-rounded and have a spike at the same time. But it's definitely doable. You just have to mention, okay, I really like all fields of knowledge, but there's one field in particular I really like, and that is really what's determining my decision to apply to Georgetown College. And also with this essay, make sure to highlight why you're applying to Georgetown College and not just Georgetown in general. So those are some tips there. Now, let's see.